Hello, it's Keith from Kinvert, and in this video we're going to be going over how to find the slope from 2 points. So if there's a graph of a line, now in this case I'm only showing the points, but there could be a line that's basically going up like this. That's a very poor attempt at a straight line, but this is just 2 points. Now right now we're just looking at it on a graph. Let's turn this into points that we can use. So this first point, we work from left to right here, right? So x1 is going to be the first one, the one that's on the left. You want to go from left to right. So the x point is -2, and then the y value is -5. And then for the second point, we've got an x value of 2, +2, and then a y value of 3. So let's start to do this. And remember, you go from left to right. So this is point number 1, and this is point number 2. We're going to use this equation. So let's just start filling it out. Y equals rise over run. And so you get that by taking the difference in y, because y2 minus y1, you're going to find the difference between these two. And then x2 minus x1, you're going to be finding the x difference between these two lines. So let's go ahead and look at this. y2 is 3 minus y1 is -5. So that's the same as +5. Minus a negative is like a positive. It's like you're adding. x2 minus x1. x2 is a 2. And x, so we'll do a minus. And then minus x1. x1 is -2. So again, that's like a plus. So it's 2 plus 2 effectively. So really this is like, I'll write this over here. 3 minus -5, right, divided by 2 minus -2. So let's continue with this one. 3 plus 5 is 8, and we divide that by 2 plus 2, which is 4. So 8 divided by 4 is 2. So the slope from these 2 points is 2, and that's the rise over run. All right, so we've done something similar before where we were finding the distance between 2 points like this, right? And what we were doing is finding the length of this side and the length of the other side. What we're effectively doing is saying, you know, let's call this one B and let's call this one A, I guess. We're basically doing rise over run. So this is this B value. This is the rise right here. This is how much higher the second point is above the first point. And the run down here, this is the difference in the x values from these. So you can see from -2 to 2, the length of this run is 1, 2, 3, 4. And we mathematically found that here. Here the rise is 8. So the length of this, I know I didn't draw the yellow line the whole length, but we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how those correspond? And then we got a slope of 2. And so now you could end up with, by the way, let's find this one. So let's just say that this crosses at 1. So without really doing this out the whole way, let's just say that this crosses y at 1, which is where I think it crosses. So remember, we have y equals mx plus b. And so we have y equals, and now that we have m, we've got a 2 for that, x plus, and in this case, b is -1. That's where this is crossing. So this becomes a -1. So we'll switch that to a -1. And that is effectively the equation for this. Now that wasn't the whole purpose of this. All we were trying to do, this was just extra, okay? This is what matters. The main thing is that you understand how to find the slope based on rise over run. Rise is the difference in y, so we're subtracting them, and run is the difference in x. Make sure you don't swap the order of these. If you do y2 minus y1 divided by x1 minus x2, you're going to have a problem. It's not going to come out right. And then the other thing to remember is the x values can't be the same. Imagine trying to find rise over run for 2 points that are in exactly the same spot. You're getting no difference. Or if you take 2 points like this, that's a straight up line, right? And then you end up dividing by 0. So that's bad. It's important that x2 does not equal x1. Make sure to get the order right. Your first point is the one on the farthest left, the one with the smallest x value, and then the one with the largest x value is your x2. Does that make sense? That's your second point. So you make sure to use both x and y from the one with the biggest x value. And then we divide rise by run. So this is Keith from Kinvert. Hope this was helpful, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.